All right, all right. Hey, everybody. How y'all doing? Welcome to Vesta Angels Tarot. Okay, give me a minute for YouTube to put me in the feed here so I can check my volume because nobody is in the chat. So today is June 23rd, 2024. Hope everybody is well. So we're going to do a little bit of something different today. Um, as you can see for the title, we're going to check the energy of the election. Okay. Now, this is just for fun. I'm just pulling cards. I don't know anybody political. Definitely don't know any presidents or anything like that. Hey, Reese, can you hear me? Okay. Thank you. Love you, Reese. Um, hey, extraordinary. Where you been? I hope you good. So yeah, we're gonna do a little bit something different. If I go through this quick enough, then I'll log off. And yeah, I'm making it. I'm making it. Um, if I can get through this quick enough, then I'll log off, and then we can come back and do our read. Okay, but I want to kind of switch it up. Um, I'm good. I'm making it. I'm making it. I'm struggling through this detox and stuff like that. Hey, Miss Linda. Miss Linda, every time that you come into the chat, put your link to your book um in the chat, and then I think I also can pin it to the top while we're in the chat. I'm still working on trying to get rid of the other photos so I could put it in my community tab. So every time you come in here, you have permission as a moderator to put the link to your book. Okay. But yeah, we're gonna do something a little bit different. Let's check on the election energy. Okay, and again, this is just for fun. If you want to say entertaining or educational purposes, I don't know anybody political. I don't want this to affect my channel. I'm just throwing some cards out. I'm a nobody, you know what I'm saying, with a YouTube channel. So don't take this for anything realistic. I'm just throwing cards out. Anybody that may come across, you're welcome. Anybody that may come across this video, I'm just throwing cards. These cards are just paper and they're not for real. It's just for fun. So, I also want to check on uh, I'm hearing things, in my neighborhood, talking to my neighbor and stuff like that about some type of Leviathan that may be in the ocean that may be arising allegedly. So I wanted to check on that also, but I didn't want to put that in the title. Okay. So, um, for the people who do not know, I practice Vedic sidereal or Jasti, not Western astronomy or astrology. And for that reason, I will see the birthdays of both presidents, former and current, as different zodiac signs than Western astronomy or astrology. So I would see Trump as a Taurus with the birthday, I think June the 14th or 15th. Um, the day of or the day after that the zodiac sign changes to Gemini. And then I will see Biden, President Biden, excuse me, um, as a Scorpio, as November the 20th. Now, don't come at me. Like I said, I do Vedic. So that's how I read charts. That's how I read zodiac signs based off Jasti, not Western. Okay. So that will be second house versus eighth house. hmm Eighth house is Scorpio, second house is Taurus. Okay. So, um, let's see. And this should, thank you, Miss Linda. This should be, because we're not going to get into too much of a detail. We're just going to do two rows. Um, just to check and see what's going on. Now, I do not or did not fully do a full chart on either person. Um, this is just based off, a birthday, not their full chart. So I do not know their rising, ascendant, or moon sign. I do not know where their Jupiter or Venus or Mars is placed in their chart. Again, this is just me throwing cards out. Sorry if that's very loud. I don't know why this does not feel like my whole deck. I guess it is. Now, y'all that's in the chat, y'all tell me dark blue for former president and light blue for current president. Y'all tell me which one y'all want me to use for who. I'll let people in the chat. So put former, whatever which color, current, whichever color. Okay, dark blue, former, y'all know I'm country, I'm from the South. Former, like the old, or current. So put current, former, dark blue. Okay, I'm on the same page for that one. Uh, Miss Linda, dark blue, you have to tell me current or former. Light blue, current. Okay. And what did you say, Miss Linda? Former or current? Former. Okay. It sounds like I'm saying farmer. Uh, yeah. Okay. Y'all pretty much read my energy. So I felt the same thing. Okay. Now, I've never used these yet. This is one of the decks that our moderators, a long-time subscriber, had gifted to the channel. And we're going to use these for picking up on the Leviathan and also as pulling animal spirit. So these are brand new. I don't even know how to shuffle these. That's why I wanted to wait until I was on camera for shuffling. So we got, oh, they're so new and stuck together. And these are called the Archetype. And this is the book that goes with it. So I'm going to pull one for each row or each person. All right, so former. Woo-hoo. Okay. So I don't know if I want to do this or not. Because I would like to get some sleep tonight. And this is just for fun. This, you know, I may not even keep this live up. So, all right. And the current. Wow. Miss Linda, behave. Uh, the vessel. Mm, okay. Um. Oh no. Can y'all answer for the new person that joined the channel? And then we have Kairos. No, this is not a paid reading. This is just us pulling cards for fun and allegedly um to check the election energy. Okay, so since this is a new book, we're going to find out what these cards mean, and then next I will put the cards down for each person. Okay, if I can find it. What's in reverse? Okay, so I did find what's at the bottom of the deck over there, which is the Kairos. Um, oh shit. So on the side over here, it says the word evil comes from the root unripe. Consider that everything has a time of ripeness when it becomes a nourishing fruit, sweet to the lips. Now that's what it says on the side so far. And it looks like it has an eye in the middle here. Um, okay, at the bottom it says, when light, alignment, ease in decision and action. When dark, fighting against time. Um, go deeper. Felix Gonzalez. I don't know what that is. Tori's Untitled Perfect Lovers. I don't even know what that is or what it's trying to say. But it's giving you whether, because cards can be for the light or for the dark, right? But it's really no darkness. Darkness is the absence of light, right? But any of these cards can be used for either purpose. It depends on the reader and the reader's energy. That's why I always tell you to be careful who you're getting readings from, who you're watching, who you trusting, who you're opening up to, and things like that. Okay, make sure it's the best of your ability that you can be able to know something about that person, see some type of track record, talk to other people that may have got readings from them before or anything like that, because these cards, any card, which is still paper, with any other tools of mystic, can be used for the light or the dark. So at the top it says mystic time and synchronicity up there. So quickly it says, we have all had the experience of timelessness, of life beyond the ticking of the clock. It may be felt as time standing still, slow motion, or losing track of time on a walk or in a lovely conversation. This is known as mythic time, and it is the territory of Kairos. The card suggests that there is a secondary time continuum that goes beyond any earthly clock and schedules. Within this monlinear realm, we access divine timing. A single moment ripens the auspiciousness, and our actions change the trajectory of our whole life. Time becomes a living thing that watches over us and tells us precisely when to speak or to act. When this card appears, it is all about patience and precision. No clock can guide you. Wait for the rush of inner knowing and not a moment longer. So it's kind of sounds like Saturn energy. I don't know if you want to screenshot that and come back and look at it and read it for yourself. Um, so you can make it larger and things like that. But it's talking about time, right? Which we already know, and I told you before. To me, well, not to me, but Saturn is Kala. Okay, Kala is time. Um, and I've been talking about Saturn. Saturn is supposed to be going retrograde the end of June, June 30th through November the 4th. And I already put the first video out titled Unfinished Business, right? So even to you who may be watching this or listening to it, um, you still got some unfinished business to do or to handle. So not about Mercury retrograde, but it will be some circumstances and or people, certain things or situations that may be coming back up to the surface with Saturn going retrograde as unfinished business, whether it pertains to business, paperwork, relationships, friendships, um, things that was not done or complete before. Now, the next time that Saturn will be going retrograde, according to Jasti, will be in another 50 years. Okay? It is in Aquarius, but it will be going retrograde the 5 months. So, but after it goes back direct and then finally leaves Aquarius, it won't go back to Aquarius, like I said, until 50 more years. That's how important that this is. But according to Kairos, and maybe you can Google or, however you do your research, you can find some more information about Kairos, but it's really talking about timelessness, okay, or the ticking of a clock. To some people, it may be feeling slow motion or a sense of losing a track of time, or time is kind of standing still. But again, time is made by humans. There is no such thing as a clock or time. And this is what this card or this entry is trying to remind you of. Okay, that there is a secondary continuum that goes on beyond earthly clocks. Again, we are spiritual beings living a human experience. So um in our natural being of ourself as spiritual beings that don't have anything to do with religion. Again, religion is man-made. As a spiritual being, you don't have any of religion, right? You don't have a wife, you don't have a husband, you don't have a boyfriend, you don't got a baby mama, you don't cook, you don't eat, you don't cry, you don't do none of that. You don't go to the mall. You don't wear Jordans, you don't wear Nikes, you don't do none of that crap in your natural state as a spiritual being. Only in this reality, as a human experience, do we get to have a quote unquote sense of time, right? And this card is coming out, which is again over here at the bottom of the deck, because everything come out for a reason. Okay, it's telling you that there is a continuous beyond this earthly clock and schedules that we as humans go by right now. Time or clock or the calendar was created for merchandise, to harvest, right? To make money off a harvest. Hmm. If you go way back in time, there were no clock on the wall. They used the alignment of the stars. Okay, that's why most of the pyramids were in a certain alignment up under a certain star, and they used different monuments or structures to precisely, put into a position to find out when the next moon would be as a sense of calendar. They didn't have Apple Watches, they didn't have none of that crap. Everything was considered through earthly realm as a sense of timing. Okay, so therefore those people lived longer, they ate better, they didn't have no sense of stress. Oh, I gotta be to work, oh, I'm gonna be late, or they may fire me, and all this crap that we have to deal with now, right? But let's keep moving. um but it also reminds you that your actions change with the trajectory, in your whole life. Time becomes a living thing that watches over us and tells us precisely when to speak or when to act. And that is true. hmm Okay, so let's find the underworld and read that real quick. Again, this is a new deck. So this is why I have the book out. My wonderful subscribers gifted my channel like 48 different decks. So the next one for the current, they have the vessel. And this one says, the physical body is the most sacred vessel of all. It is the one in which you reside from your first breath to your last. It may need your attention. So we already know that the vessel is what we're in, right? Our spirit, our soul, our consciousness is inside of this body. And that's why it's a body right there, which is the vessel. So when used for the light, it is stable, strong, and graceful. When dark, it is trapped and being in a bubble. So at the top it says the body, the container, the cup. Okay, so real quick, the vessel may be the most powerful archetype form on earth. It is everywhere. Cup hold liquid, stove hold fire, our bodies hold organs, our home hold families. Through this simple act of separation, the vessel protects what it contains. Nests protect the eggs. Savings accounts protect our earnings. Even the planets are contained within their circular orbit. When this card appears, it's time to assess what is being held together and how is the vessel too tight, too loose, broken, empty, full. Now we do know with the current person, okay, that their vessel may be up under a lot of stress. I do believe that that person is about 81 years old, which don't mean really anything, but that is up in the elder range when it comes to the vessel. May not necessarily be with the mind, right? Because it's going to be different for everybody and their chart. But like it's telling you here that is the vessel too tight, too loose? Is it broken? Is it empty? Is it full? Now, you also can have that same question to yourself. How is your vessel right now? Are you broken? Are you empty? Are you full? Are you too loose? Or are you too tight? Okay. So, or perhaps there is no vessel at all and the contents spill in every direction. It is natural for structures to be formed and eventually fall apart. The vessel has a life cycle that must be honored. Is it time for you to build, break, or repair? You must find out. So, what I'm feeling, not feeling, they tell me not to use that word. What I'm seeing right now is this is all about the vessel of the current person, about how they're feeling structurally. Of course, being the current person ruling a nation is very stressful. Um, Probably also can be mentally, but that mental capacity will have an effect on the body, plus age. And I believe the current person is going through a lot more stress because their family has recently went to court and things like that. One of their children or their child has been to court and has gotten judged by their peers. So that can also be breaking this person's vessel down. But I don't want to get in too much detail, but you're very intelligent. You can kind of understand what I mean. So we would need to pay attention to this person's vessel. Um, it's been a lot of different things all over social media and stuff like that about this person's vessel or body. So look for different aspects um, when it comes to um, this person's vessel. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one, which is the underworld. And remember, these cards don't come out for just no reason. They come out specifically for a reason. Okay? So, all right. So here goes the underworld, which is this card right here. All right. So on the side, it says search for image of a map of Dante's Inferno. What does the story of epic descent stir in you? Okay, so at the bottom it says, for the light is bravery, depth, facing of deepest fears. And when it's a dark feeling or dark energy, is denial, is suppression, is evil, is unconsciousness. Okay. And these are not my words. These are by the author and the illustrator who created this deck. Okay. All I did was pull the card. So, one of the earliest stories on record is that of the goddess of Ianos, um, descent turns out descending into the underworld is an ode at time itself. I don't know how they worded this stuff, but this is what it says right there if you want to read it. All right, quickly so we can get the cards out. Um, so at the top it says the underworld, the nightmare, the ordeal, the bottom. Now we know the former, Former, former. Okay, I'm country, I'm from Georgia, so I got an accent. We know that former person has currently went through a huge ordeal. They may have literally or allegedly went to the bottom, or feel allegedly that they're at the bottom because of the judgment or court sessions and things like that that they had to go through. And yes, for anybody, that can be a nightmare, whether they're guilty or not guilty. Okay. But the passage says, "This is no time to mince words. The um arcu- the archipel territory of the underworld is fraught from nightmares, suffering, and pain. It is the darkest shadow realm, which we try vigilantly to avoid or deny at any cost. Try as we might, the darkness pulls us into the depths through disturbing dream images, unexpected accidents, illness, war, conflict, and untimely and ultimately death." Traversing, I'm sorry. No. Not visiting the underworld or denying its existence altogether is what gives it dangerous power. Traversing it forces us to bow humbly, to humble oneself to the greater forces that be, while summoning the inner strength we previously underestimated. Take solace that the underworld subsumes everyone from time to time, making us deeper friends, more intimate partners, soldiers of light amid our shadowy times. Facing darkness and choosing light is the most profound calling of all. So in other words, kind of just like death card. You have an ending, but you also can have a transformation, transition, and a rebirth after. Whether it's in job, career, relationships, oneself, going from the bottom. Eighth house can be losing it all. Remember, I always tell you, eighth house is all or nothing. Okay, so if you do lose everything, you can have a chance to have transformation, transition, and get it all back. But then sometimes it can just be an end where there is no coming back from eighth house. Now, the other day I pulled the eighth and the 12th house, and I was very summer about trying to finish the reading. We know with the hijab, hijab, what do you call it? When I just seen that, where they have, it's similar to this, where they walk around that cube is the hijab proceedings. That's not the right word, but it's the box. It's the box in Saudi Arabia that thousands of people every day walk around it, saying mantras, saying prayer, and they believe that the lost ark is inside of that box or temple, right? So on the news, they had over 1,500 passing away because of the 120-degree heat over there yesterday or the past couple of days in Saudi Arabia. So again, underworld, when it talks about, suffering and pain, and also, transformation, transition. But, and you can find it on YouTube, and it's the I think it's IJ or JJ. hmm But in other words, we already know that the former person has what they just went through. Um, I'm not sure about any illness, but a lot of conflict. Um, they could have been having disturbing dreams. Um, but it's all about like believing in the light after the underworld. Okay. And if the person maybe don't, then this is what it is talking about. So, Saudi Arabia announced. So, I was trying to find you the picture real quick and then I'll move on. But it was this right here. I don't know if you can see that. Extreme heat unalive more than 1,300 people. I'm trying to find it. But as you can see, the box there, all of those is people. And this is CBS News. I'm trying to see Saudi Arabia announced if I can get the picture, but that's a better picture. All of those that you see, those are people, right? And it is the I'm sorry, HAJJ pilgrimage. All of those are people, and more than 1,300 because of the heat passed away when walking around. I don't want to call it a cube, and I don't want to be disrespectful, but I'm thinking of other things right now because so I can't think of the name. But they feel that the lost ark is inside there because I don't want to be disrespectful to anybody, religious denomination. But as you can see, that many people around just side by side is going to cause extra heat. And then the heat already was 120 degrees in Saudi Arabia. Okay. And the reason I just wanted to show you that is because that looked at like this to me when I seen it. Okay, let's move on. And that's what's up under the Kairos. Okay. Uh-oh, please don't fall. All right, so you pretty much know what the underworld mean. Okay. I'm gonna put the deck here so you can see that I don't touch it. All right. All right, first card out in reverse is the Seven of Swords. Now, just remember a little bit of the details that I said about, you know, about each description when we just talked about the vessel, the body. How is the body? Is it in shape? Is it well? Is it sick? Is it lethargic? Is it the vessel? You know, but yeah. Okay. So, I already kind of felt this anyway. But the wish for the form is the former and then current at the bottom. Okay. So, like I said, with Saturn going in retrograde in a couple of days, it's about unfinished business. And I always tell you the Seven of Swords, no matter whether it's reversed or upright, they always return back to the scene. Um, and I feel kind of like with the Seven of Swords in reverse, yeah, that the former person, these cards are coming out fast. Hermit card. Now, with a hermit in reverse, that will be a symbolism or synchronicity of an underworld. Okay? Because the hermit card is about religion, religious denomination, spirituality, going within, seeking wisdom, insight, clarity, talking to Elohim or source, if you want to say, for guidance, right? Going up to the mountains, receiving the tablets, if you want to believe that, bringing them back down the mountain from the hilltop, showing the tablets of the commandments. Now, I'm not trying to step on anybody's toes about religion. I'm just basing off what the hermit in the tarot is supposed to depict. Okay? Um, the guidance here, which is contradictory, is the star inside of the lantern. The star is this here. Now, I'm not just making it up. I'm not just saying this right now, but the star is in here. It's a lot of Aquarius that got Virgo in their chart, and it's a lot of Virgos that got Aquarius in their chart. Earth and air. Now, the former person here is having some type of awakening, okay? Where that they're trying to heal from their predicament that they just went through or is currently going through. They're making new plans, new ideas as from a page, which is how to come back up from the underworld, from things and situations that went on previously. So they don't really know what to do or how to go about it. Actually, I don't really see them asking from Elohim or from source or from the ultimate on guidance. Okay. They could be allegedly asking guidance from the underworld, but not from source or Elohim. And I'm just reading the cards because the hermit card is in reverse. Okay. Don't have the insight, clarity, or wisdom. So starting back over as a page of wands is willing to do it, though, to get in, to fight for it, to show up. Also needing or wanting to give action or new information. Okay. Now, the star card, as you already know, you can watch anybody YouTube. We already know what the star card is, right? That also can be seen as somebody in the stars, as a sense of celebrity, somebody that is seen visibly all the time. The star card can also be a sign of success. It's not just about healing, right? The star card in the Six of Wands and like an emperor, all of in the kings, right? But mostly forms of success. When you see it, it's the star card, it's the Six of Wands, it's the emperor. Eight of Swords. That's going toward the energy of feeling like the underworld. Like I said, with a reversed hermit, this person is Miss Linda, behave. With the Eight of Swords, they can ask for guidance, insight, and clarity from the highest, from source, from light, for healing, for wish fulfillment. They can break out of this in a sense anytime that they want to, you know. Um, but let's see the last card. I'm not going to pull a lot. I think probably already done said too much. Empress in reverse. Sun card in reverse. So far, this person can have a sense of a comeback because of the star. Unfinished business, Saturn energy. Now, this person is feeling very uncomfortable. Their family or a spouse also can be feeling not in their higher status or image right now because of reverse empress, which can be a mother or a wife or a spouse, is feeling very not loved, not lovable, allegedly. Also, not feeling very empress. Like their light on the empress has been downgraded. They don't feel the same. They don't feel or look the same in public. They're not feeling very worthy of maybe what's going on or went on allegedly, in or about the family. Okay. So whoever this is as an empress also is not feeling uh very like lotus flower, not very open to love. They're not feeling very unconditional right now. um the empress here is really going through it. There's a lot of unhappiness here with the sun in reverse. Now, the sun just went into Gemini, um and just left Taurus. Again, Vedic sidereal. Usually, yes, if the sun is in reverse, that's a no. But the star card is here in the upright. So it can be due to fame and success that this person may actually have a yes. Because remember, the sun is first house for everybody, right? You, yourself, and I, your persona, your personality, your demeanor, your physical body, also your soul. The sun is the soul. So if we have a sense of an underworld card here with the sun card in reverse, then and a hermit card in reverse, with those three, um, this is a person that allegedly is let me find that again, because it gave us the light versus the dark. And now that I see that the sun is in reverse, um, remember, it says the dark. So denial, suppression, evil, and unconsciousness. So if the sun was in the upright, then it would be bravery, death, DEPTH, death, facing of deepest fears, right? But the sun is in reverse. So that is the form of darkness, a sense of denial, suppression, evil, and unconsciousness. This is also why the Eight of Swords is here and the Hermit card is in reverse. A sense of suppression, denial, that it is or may can be a no. But because of stardom, in whatever way, form, or shape that you may want to see it or don't see it or acknowledge it, the former person have or do have a lot of stardomship. Um, they have a lot of people that do or wish to see them back where they were. There's nothing I can do about that. But energetically, it's a no. So let's move on. Now, what I do want to point out real quick, you see how these intuitive cards, the Hermit and the High Priestess, came up both in reverse? That's a level of clarity, insight, wisdom, connecting to the ethers, connecting to Source or Elohim, um, using one's intuition, opening up the crown chakra for downloads or for guidance, using their um, subconscious mind. But both of those energies are coming up in reverse. Now, the fourth of wands, the Four of Wands is about home, family, a physical house. It can be, also can be moving. Four of Wands is fourth house of Cancer, which is about support. Like I said, family, property, a sense of stability, traveling, okay, or properties or real estate. This is spooky. Now, both of them have the Empress card. The former person, family or wife, spouse, however you want to say it, mother of a child or children, this person, their spouse, however the case may be, child's or children, mother, is in reverse. Not feeling very prosperous, abundant, um, not feeling or looking very loved, not enjoying their self, not very happy. Also can be going through a lot of things mentally. I feel both of them, but this Empress is in the upright, receiving all of the abundance and prosperity from whatever that they're in or associated with right now. They're getting all of the benefits from it. This person up here or Empress is not receiving any type of benefits. Okay. So anytime you're an Empress and you be taken out of, the limelight, also can be with the Star card, you will be or feel like a Empress in reverse. So the top row is having a hard time to rise from the Phoenix here, you know, from the bottom in her family. Oh, wow. And all of this is just alleged. We're just pulling cards, We're just trying to see. Now we have the Eight of Cups. So before I pull the last one, the Eight of Cups to the Three of Wands, the current person here is waiting on a decision, Three of Wands, to the Eight of Cups, to a upright Empress, on if they will continue to be in a sense of prosperity, abundance, sitting as like a sense of receiving. Okay, that's what the Empress do. They sit there and they receive whatever type of energy, placement, career, um, in their life, their job, reaping all the prosperity, abundance that comes with wherever their family, them, or spouse or whatever is doing or sitting. They sit there and receive. Okay, they don't have to do anything else. Whether they were placed there by other people, whether they worked from the bottom to the top and got there themselves, it don't even matter. But We just had a full moon the other day on the 21st of June, and they called that the strawberry moon, right? But Three of Wands is waiting to a reverse Four of Wands to find out if they're still going to have this sense of support, right? To become back stable again. Because right now, their home, whatever they feel is home, or wherever they're located, wherever their job is, so to speak, it's all about a sense of stability. But that's not stable right now. It's wavering, right? Because an upright Four of Wands would be a strong sense of stability. But a reverse High Priestess is not knowing if they're going to have to walk away. They also could have some marital problems, allegedly, with the Empress to a Eight of Cups and a Three of Wands. It could be some marital problems on if a spouse here would be allegedly wanting to separate themselves, maybe not have to be divorced, but can also move to their own dwelling. Okay. Or they may also be staying allegedly in different properties. Just because you don't see it don't mean it's not going on. And the Magician, Gemini and Virgo energy. Ooh. Okay. Now, what did I tell you? How I see the current person in Jashti or Vedic Sidereal? I see them as a Scorpio. The former person, because of their birthday, I see them as a Taurus. So not surprised to see that the Empress did come out. That is going to be Taurus and Libra energy. We got the Empress here again. That's Taurus, Libra energy. This current person also can have that in their chart as a moon, ascendant, or rising. But you got Aries, Scorpio energy, and Virgo, Gemini energy. Now, the Tower, it don't matter who reading it is, the Tower is about a sudden awakening. It also is a sudden moving in, a sudden moving out, can be also an eviction. Um, it also can be a sudden breakup or a divorce. It also can be a sudden coming together. The Tower card also can be a sudden intimate act. Um, it also can be sudden destruction. Now, when we were just talking about the vessel and it was talking about the body, right? And remember I was saying about how is the body? Is it full? Is it half full? Is it lethargic? Is the body, the vessel, very well? Um, how is the health of the vessel? Um, this can be a sudden Three of Wands to the Tower card, a sudden unexpectation. Okay, and then you have a Magician card next to it, where that this person is wanting to or needs to create um by using the tools that's on the table, to help create their next scenario, okay, of what they need to do. Now, the wands is not next to the Magician, the Tower is, and it's nothing as an accumulation as a tower that's on the table. But this also can be with a Magician to a tower. This person may need to use all resources to help them to get back to this level of support and stability. Okay, in whatever area. Now, I don't like, well, it's not about me to like, but I'm just saying that this current person don't know if they're emotionally going to be able to continue this Eight of Cups. We already know what the Eight of Cups is. You emotionally tired and you're ready to walk away. Okay? And this person actually is waiting to walk away. They may all of a sudden do it. They're waiting on information to determine if can be up under medical supervision, allegedly, with the vessel card here, if they're able to continue or if they should be able to continue. Um, Now, I'm going to clarify this tower. I don't have a choice not to, because the tower can be something that comes out of nowhere. hmm Because this person is waiting. They're standing there waiting on an Ace of Wands, which is the magician, okay, on if they're able can take energetic action to get back stable in their job or career or whatever they're assigned to do. Okay. So they don't know. They're very emotionally tired of waiting. I don't know why they're waiting. It can be a protocol, of course, um, to see on how or what or how things are going to, happen or whatever the case may be. But the tower, it can be good, but it's usually bad. Okay. Now, the magician can also be a trickster. Okay? The magician can be a trickster because you will have to manipulate energy, resources, different things that's on your table. The sword, the wand, the pentacle, the cup. You get what I'm saying? You have to create with those tools that's on the table as the magician. Gemini and Virgo energy. But it's not good to see a tower. Um, Especially when you got the vessel, which is the body here. Okay? And I was just going to say that. A sense of recovery. There may be all of a sudden, allegedly, a sudden illness here with the current person. It may be a sudden illness that comes about because now we have recovery into the clear, which is the Nine of Swords in reverse. This person got the Eight of Swords. So you see how a lot of mirroring is going on here. But finding peace, look at there. Seeing the light. Solace for pain, seeing clearly, and breaking the cycle. Now, a tower is breaking a cycle. It totally is. That's what a tower is. A tower means that something has went on so long or extra long that the person, anybody, should have been out of it, but they didn't do it beforehand. So now the tower comes in and boom, or blah. I don't want to say boom on YouTube, but a tower comes in and it's sudden destruction. hmm to clear your path for new things to come about. Okay. Now, a tower needs to be also about seeing clearly and seeing the light that emotionally and with the vessel card that maybe they should not continue to do this because the vessel is not going to hold up. It's not. They may go to a magician to help to create something or do something to help this person, whoever you feel or whatever you feel the magician may be. I don't want to go into details here. What I tell you? What did I tell you? What did I say? Mental clarity. And this is the moon card in reverse. Releasing fear and anxiety, hearing and trusting intuition. Didn't I say that with a reverse high priestess? Not listening to a person's intuition. Your own subconsciousness has been telling this current person that they need to walk away. They need to walk away because the vessel is not going to be able to sustain this. They may feel emotionally that they can do it or have tried to do it for so long, but they're not listening to their intuition, which is the vessel or the body telling them, no, you cannot do this anymore. You cannot. Now, it's not based on what other people think. It's based on this person not listening to their intuition, finding peace. Eight of Cups, to be able to finally walk away and say, okay, you know how you watch wrestling, right? And they got them in some type of wrestling move and the person have to tap out. That's exactly what this is. So if this person does not listen to their intuition and see clearly, they will have this tower moment. And based on me seeing them a Scorpio energy, which is the tower, and Aries, Mars being in Aries, is not good. It's not good. It is totally not good. They may keep trying to manipulate people or the situation to make it seem like they can continue on, but they can't. They cannot. I'm telling you. Something is going to allegedly happen with this tower. And it's not good. They need to release the fear and anxiety and to just let go and emotionally walk away. I feel that they do want to. But for whatever reason, it can be other people as the magician that is creating a scenario about them or around them, in their structure or foundation, or that they are stable, but they're not. And this is the bottom line for the current person, not the former. The former person may be getting this because of the star of stardom. But this person may allegedly be automatically eliminated because of the vessel. Now, I don't know. It's plenty of stories that's going on allegedly with things that people create and stuff like that as a magician. But I'm telling you, with the Tower card and an 8th house of Scorpio, it's not good. That's an ending. That's an ending. Like an ending. Okay. Unfinished business. What is this? The World card in reverse. What is the World card? Aries, Taurus, Scorpio. No. Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, and Aquarius. Yeah. Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Leo is the World card. What did I say the top row was? A Taurus in Vedic Sidereal. A World card in reverse is unfinished business. Saturn. This top row will be most likely supposedly getting this. Now, I just read cards and I just pull them. This is for fun. But anything can be created or manipulated with the magician here to try and keep this person where they're at. But physically, they're not going to be able to do it. Emotionally and mentally, they're not going to be doing it. They can't do it. So I don't know if this person is getting allegedly a new body, a makeover, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah. So delays, lack of completion, stagnation, and disappointment. So it may be a delay, yeah, but it's a lack of completion. And I feel that this top row um, may take some type of shortcut. Their inner disappointment right now, and again, star card in reverse at the top of the deck. Let me get one more. I want this to be on the sun card in reverse. But the bottom row may all of a sudden create something to get to win this, okay? As the magician, and I say that because Mercury is going retrograde around in August. So that can be the next 3 months or so, where some determination with the Three of Wands here will give the information to the person of what they need. I didn't want 2 cards, but whatever. Okay, so something will be done and or created here to make this person do the best that they can. But allegedly, it may be at the last moment that something is done and or created some type of way. But the situation for this bottom row is not stable at all. Their vessel is not stable. They're tired. They're ready to walk away. 8 of Cups. Don't let what other people say deter you from what this is saying. We all know what an 8 of Cups is, and y'all seen it come out. 6 of Pentacles with the Fool card in reverse. So this top row is not feeling very valued right now. They feel that they're not given, being given equal give and take. Okay. They're trying to do their best they can with generosity, but like I said, their own Empress card, and everybody has an Empress and Emperor in them. So it's not about an actual divine feminine person, but not feeling very loved, like not feeling very generous, quid pro quo, balance and acceptance, and feeling valued. This person up top is not feeling very valued. Can be by all the things that they felt they did or whatever like that, or because of their status, the Star card. But the Fool card in reverse is holding back, becoming reckless, foolish, and a lack of faith and restlessness. This is also why the 8 of Swords is here. And I was clarifying on why the Sun card is in reverse, which is a no. But this person is having or feeling a lack of faith anyway, right? Because of the Underworld card, they don't do lack of faiths. They don't do lack of faiths. They don't allegedly do the light, Elohim, source, whatever you want to say. They're more about getting it a different way. Let's just put it like that. Okay. So let me go ahead before I go and put one on their magician, since I clarified a reverse sun. I feel that this top row is holding back some type of something that they're doing or about to create, allegedly, with the Page of Wands here. Um, you see that? And then their Sun card came in reverse too at the bottom of the deck. So in other words, neither one of them is supposed to be in there. All right, so Empress is sensual, beauty, motherhood, pregnancy, nurturing, magnetic, creation, fertility, and art. So what's going to happen is this bottom row person is going to try to connect uh, to the divine other empresses and divine feminines of the world as a sense of connectivity. um, can be ads and different things like that, trying to touch the divine feminines of this world as a sense of, you see that, like I said, magnetic magician, right? As a sense of magnetism or attraction. They're going to try to create an image now of nurturing, I'm so caring. Um, this is all about, creation, and this is all about the women of the world and trying to touch through the more divine feminine aspect instead of more Mars energy. You get what I'm saying? hmm The top row wants to come through like Mars energy, and the bottom row wants to appear as more, not motherly, but more nurturing and caring. So this is going to be the way that they're wanting to connect with society, but they do have a reverse sun also, which is they're ready for their own time. They're ready to be on their own time. They don't they their vessel is saying it's time for me to sit down and rest, to have my own play, sort of say, to be on my own timing, not to do interviews and keep jumping on and off a plane and traveling. I'm ready to block my ego, and I'm ready to, have permission to be on my own time and be with my family and or spouse and do what I want to do. Not to be the sun card in the upright, all about the energy rush, because this vessel is not going to be able to keep up. The vessel is not going to be able to keep up. Now, I don't know if this bottom row mother is still here with the moon card in reverse. So it also can be allegedly something going on with a spouse and or a mother here for the bottom row. This person may have to travel or leave to go see about a spouse. I don't know if they have a sister or a mother or some type of female energy. Also can be maybe a daughter or a granddaughter. I don't know. But it's a lot of female energy down here with the Tower card here. So I guess we'll just have to kind of let that play out. But remember, the vessel is also Oshun, right? The Ankh, the uterus, the motherhood, about giving birth. So this also can be maybe a grandchild or something like that that may be on the way. Um, but it's also telling this person to be more in their subconsciousness and more in their divine feminine energy, not to get overly aggressive and very angry and upset and egotistical and narcissistic, because it's going to put them, if they do, in a tower moment. their heart or vessel or whatever it is not going to be able to sustain it. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and leave this here. Like I said, this is just for Miss Linda. Please don't make me answer that. As what I see, neither one of them is supposed to be there. But this is how society got it because of the underworld. And Kairos, the all seeing eye. So we already know what the all seeing eye is. What is on the back of the dollar? This is the people who run everything. Kairos. So, like I said, you can always come. I may leave it up, you know. Um, that's why I really try not to say what I really want to say. I'm trying to keep this. This is just me pulling cards. I don't know nothing. These are just papers, right? This is all alleged. This is nothing to confirm. This is hypothetical. This is for entertainment. And this is just me pulling cards and throwing them out and intuitively or really just reading the cards. That's it. I'm just reading what's on the card. That's it. So give me a minute. It's 11:16 down here. If you give me a minute to clear this up, and I'll come right back and I'll just pull a short spread for us. Okay. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.